Hi, this is Surf Insight, and you got Dan. My name's Tim. We're going to talk about kind of like fear of what happens on the paddle out, and when waves go past you, you're trying to catch them, and you just get fearful. Now, these days surfing's super popular, and lots of people are surfing without being taught the correct techniques. And what they actually do is hang on to the board, flying with their legs hanging off the side of the board, and it's really dangerous. They're in a really bad position. They can't roll, they are in the way. I mean, it's super dangerous. You'll see it, people just hanging onto that board. Now, we're going to show you a clip now with a girl. Somebody's going to ride past her. I think I'm coaching, and you see this girl, and she'll literally throw herself off the side of the board and hang on to it. She's a danger to herself and a danger to everybody else. So let's have a look at that clip. So in this freeze frame of video, I mean, it's a crazy situation. Actually, I'm riding, and just to the right of me, our instructor Ben makes exactly the right move. He rolls, gets himself under the water, but to my right, there's a girl just hanging off the board sideways. Now, we're pretty strong, and we tell our clients that they must never do this. We teach them the right technique, but it's fear. Fear has made indecision. Let's see what happens. I just missed the two of them. Super dangerous. Now, what could she have done? Firstly, there's the press-up technique. Dan's going to show us now this press-up technique. What's happening is you see him paddling, create space, white water passes underneath him, or he can push through the top of the wave. Now, you're going to see this in our paddle-out drill. It's a link that we'll give you later. The next technique is the spear. Now, you won't see that. We're going to do a video in the future. The spear is a really old technique, and it's a last-minute kind of movement that protects you if you just can't burst through the top of the wave. Let's have a look at that now. Now, that's a very valid technique. Okay, the king of all these techniques. You're in trouble. You don't know what to do. If you're paddling out, you do a roll. It's going to protect you from other surfers. It's functional and it works. So let's have a look at Dan doing the roll. Okay, so, we're going to see that in the paddle out video that we'll send you the link to. Just basically showing you here. There's techniques to doing this. And the next thing is people literally sliding their body off the board when they're paddling for the wave. They panic and they just throw their body off the side of the board, hang on to it. Now, super dangerous. They can go over with the lip of the board. They're in the way of the other riders. So let's have a look at this clip and see what's happening. So this situation in slow-mo. Now, the girl's not looking around her. The girl on the left of your screen. The girl on the right probably shouldn't be going either. But look what happens to the girl on the left. She's got no awareness, freaks out because she sees the white water, and just hangs onto that board. Now, she could really have an accident. Now, what could have this girl done? We can see that it was just a disaster. Basic two things. Sitting up, pulling that board back, a little bit like pulling back a horse. Let's have a look at Dan doing like pulling the board back just at that last minute. Really old technique. Backing through, and it works. Especially when many of you learning to surf will be using bigger boards. And the other one, the last one, just down at the bottom here, is commit. Commit to the wave. You may wipe out, but you cover your head, and that gets over fear. So we've got the first techniques we were looking at in the first video. We've got the press up through, we've got the spear, and the safest one of all, the roll. Okay, you feel a little bit afraid about the wave behind you. Don't just slide your body off the board and hang on to it. Sit back, pull through, or commit. Now, I hope you hit this link below because it's the paddle out lesson, and there's a lot of technique in this, but the more you paddle out, the more fun you have. We hope you see you again. Subscribe to this channel, and thanks from Dan and myself, Tim. Bye-bye.